Hey everybody, Lorelia here doing a quick video. A news update came on, let me get this phone right, came on my timeline actually yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to really talk about it, and it's about Ford. Apparently Ford is cutting 7,000 jobs by August. And I thought it was a timely conversation because based on my last video, I talked about the importance of a high income skill set that will keep you out of debt. And the reason why I emphasized on that, because so many times, people come to me and they're trying to ask me to assist them with helping them figure out how to put $200 where $2,000 is supposed to go. What does that mean? Most people have more month than they have money, and they really think it's a credit and debt issue. And although on this channel I have over 300 or 400 something videos on the topic of credit and getting out of debt, the one thing that I've always said, that your ability to stay out of debt and to make sure you don't go back into debt is your ability to earn more income. And so gone are the days. I've been doing my past couple of videos. I've said, gone are the days when you can truly have one job and really think that you are set. So, my last video, I talked about the importance of a high income skill set. So imagine that you're one of those employees who work for Ford, and you know that it is possible that the pink slip may be coming to you or to your department. Now, one may say, well, there'll be maybe possibly severance, possibly an early retirement. Some people may even have some form of savings, because remember, the financial experts have said, have over, 6 to 9 or maybe even 12 months of of um emergency income account or savings account. So say you have all those in place. Well, what about the person who either doesn't have that, or even if you do have all those things that I just mentioned, you just don't have them. So the only thing you had is that one job. Imagine all you had was that one job. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress enough the importance of a high income skill set. And I said in the last video how, if you want to guarantee that you don't go into debt, you don't have to use your credit cards as a means of survival, you have to figure out something that can increase your income. And I talked about how back in 2012, I want to change as bad as we need water. And what I've noticed is that a lot of people who reach out to me, they really have a zeal for change, meaning that, yeah, I really want it, but I'm not willing to change. And so I realized that back in 2012, when I was at a point where I wanted change, like I said in the last video, I talked about how the person who I was connected to, who was teaching me, it was a program that I invested in. I wanted to learn the skill of internet marketing, because now this is just me. There are other high income skills out there. Real estate being one. That is a skill set that I have. Earlier today, I went to go see a home. I'm going to It's going to be a wholesale home that I, hope to get under contract. I have an idea of price wise where I want to be at. If the offer is accepted, I've already have a buyer on it. That is a high income skill set. And why is that real estate wholesaling a high income skill set? Because it allows you to be able, if you understand how real estate wholesaling works, you understand your market, you understand comparables, you understand, how to buy low, sell high, and leave a spread for your end buyer to make some money. Sky's the limit. And so that is a high income skill set that I have perfected. Okay, my battery is low. So I can't be long. In terms of internet marketing, in 2012, I went on the journey to get that high income skill set. Because I'm getting all these text messages. Because I knew that if I understood how having that skill set can really transform my business, then I knew that that was something that I had to pay attention to. So what I did was, it goes back to what I said. I wanted it like I needed water. And if you go right online now, and I tell people this all the time, there are a lot of skill sets out there, high income skill sets that don't require you to get another degree or to go into debt. It's just skill sets that you can learn right here on the internet. But see, the problem is that when these opportunities come to people, because really we live in a time and place now where there is so much information and so much free information that a message is really, it's needed, because I just got another interruption. And that's why I know that me sharing this message is needed. I can't emphasize enough, ladies and gentlemen, that the only way that you can protect yourself financially is that sometimes you may need something. Messages coming up. You may need change. It's not a matter of how can I increase my credit score? How can I get out of debt? Those things are needed too. But income is also important. And so what I find is, you can always tell when a person lacks income because they're looking for a magic trick. I've said this with business credit. There's so much misinformation out there with people trying to tell individuals that they can get access to business lines of credit and not have no skin in the game. It's not possible. You cannot not have a business that is not seasoned, not making no money, your credit is bad, and still think that you are going to get business lines of credit. It doesn't happen. It's not out there. And so I say all this to say, I know you're wondering, well, Lori, you touched on so many things. You talked about real estate, you talked about internet marketing, you talked about business credit. All those things play a part, because what I find is that when a person is in financial lack, they are looking for a magic trick. They're not willing to figure out how they can truly get change. And so I've told people, I can't tell you how to put 200 or 2,000 is supposed to go. It goes back to what I see on a common basis. People have student loans of like $80,000 or $90,000, or maybe even 40 and 50, and you only make $15 an hour. And remind you, a lot of these loans are private loans. Everybody ain't blessed with a Robert Smith. Who is Robert Smith? That's the black billionaire that just wiped out student loans for every Morehouse man that graduated from the school just this Sunday. Everybody doesn't have that blessing. So imagine this. You're 40, you're 50, you're 60, maybe even 90 or $100,000 in debt. I'm loving your video. Thank you so much. Or $100,000 in debt. It's a private student loan. What's a private student loan? Meaning that you don't get any of the United States covering that federal loans get. It's a private loan. And the interest rate is variable. So what it means is it changes. So that means that your interest rate can be 10%, 27%. It fluctuates based on the market. Now remind you, 40, 50, possibly $100,000 in debt. Your hourly wage of less than $20 an hour or $25 an hour. I'm even going to go at possibly even $30 an hour is not going to pay those student loans off. So when you accumulate, when you add up and accumulate the student loan debt you have, plus the expenses that you have just to live, like I said in other videos, the American who is not born in wealth, meaning that they don't have any assets that are creating income for them, whether they're purchased assets or assets they created, their only source of income is from a job. Every day when they wake up, the only thing they have in their mind is, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to make ends meet? How am I going to make sure that my children eat? I'm able to take care of myself. My family is taken care of. I have somewhere to live. And any other extras if possible. There's not enough lattes, because your financial experts will say, well, just eliminate the lattes. There's not enough lattes. There's not enough budgeting that a person could do to help themselves financially in that situation. Nothing. The only thing that they would be able to do is to increase their income. And so I said in my last video that I apologize, because I have a tendency to tell people to do something with the idea that they know what to do. And what I'm learning is, because I'm the person who do really deal with people. I'm not someone who's sitting on a podium giving advice and never really deal with people. There's a lot of people out there, many of your financial experts, or some of them, that's what they do. They give advice from afar, meaning they give very blanket, cookie cutter advice, and as if it fits everybody. So I said in the last video that I apologize, because I was telling people that all they had to do was increase their income, and what I'm noticing is that people don't. And so I said, I'm going to take a step back and say, okay, this is what I know. Now, there are 100 ways to skin a cat. There are a lot of high income skill sets out there. The ones that have helped me are real estate and internet marketing. Are there others? Yes, there's, e-commerce. The list goes on and on and on. There's so many others out there. Freelancing things that you can do. But unfortunately, Those aren't my skill set. So I can't talk about something that I don't do. But if you know that you're making an hourly wage and you have all this debt in front of you and you truly do want change financially, you have to learn something new. So what I've said is that I am willing to pull the curtains back and say, take a look at this in terms of learning the skill of internet marketing. So I'm going to be starting a program where that is what I'm going to do. Because what I'm finding is that some people don't even have the financial fortitude to even get out of debt if they wanted to, you know. And so with that being said, this is for people. And like I said, this program is not a what kind of credit tricks can I make, do or learn, or what kind of debt strategies. This is primarily for people who truly want to increase their skill set, learn a new skill, and as they're learning a new skill, learn to make some money too. And is there going to be an investment? Yes, it is. But what I am offering is access to a free system where you can learn these things. But any other additional training, my time is valuable and I'm putting a cost to my time. So am I offering you the system for free? Yes, the system is for free. It's step by step. There's videos and there's community around it. And it will, because what I've learned in life is people don't know what they don't know. And a lot of times when you're around struggle and strife, you kind of think everybody else is too, because your mama's struggling, your auntie's struggling, your uncle's struggling, your brother's struggling, your sister's struggling. And you kind of think everyone is like that. Your girlfriend's struggling, your boyfriend or your husband or your significant other struggling too. So you kind of think everyone is like that. And it's not until you really get access to stuff where you like, wow, it's a whole new world out there. And I just realized that the other day when, I realized that the other day. I went to a real estate note conference, and while I was there, Merrill Chandler, you don't know who he is. He's like one of, the pioneers of the credit industry and providing credit repair. Well, anyway, he now has a new program, and I'm realizing that he's not promoting this program to the masses. And this has nothing to do with personal credit. It has to do with lending, but not personal credit. And I'm noticing that he's only providing this information to people who are in the real estate community, but not the real estate communities where they're heavily populated, like buying flips or wholesaling or rehabbing. He's found a niche within a niche, which is the real estate note area. And from that, he's just dropping jewels. And I said, I've realized I would not have had access to this information if I hadn't made the investment, because there's a private Facebook group and it's not free. It's a group that you had to pay for. So what happens is that you're always getting trainings and video content and strategies on getting lending, because believe it or not, people are lending. There's plenty of money out there, like what you saw in 2006 and 7. A lot of that is still, it's really out there, but it's packaged different. It's not called subprime, but it's called like non-prime or whatever. So what that means is that lenders are lending, but the thing is that a lot of people don't know how to get access to capital. because they're reading from a very old playbook. And so that's why I said with this program that I'm rolling out has nothing to do with credit. It has to do with a learning a new skill set. And so, like I said, the system is free, but the information and knowledge, there's a cost to it. And so those who do want to learn a new skill set that can truly that can truly keep you debt free, robbing Peter to pay Paul free, keeping your credit score at a favorable place where you don't have to just use it for everyday spending. The information is there. So when this video process, the link will be below. And like I said, the skill set is, I'm really going to be teaching people the skill set of internet marketing and how it has changed my life. Now, I could pretty much say the content on this channel is primarily credit and debt. So I know that those who do follow me on this channel and are looking for it may not be interested in that content. So I have another channel that I do not share on this channel for those individuals who are interested in that, because I realize people here may not be into it. But if you are somebody, even though you come to this channel for credit and debt topics, if you are interested in the topic of learning a high income skill set in the area of internet marketing, along with investing in, the system is free, but the tools and the opportunity cost, and you understand that there's a cost to learning a new skill set, then this is the place where you can, this is the place you can come. And I'm going to put the link underneath this video once this video processes. But, change is coming. I know I said a lot in regards to Ford eliminating 7,000 jobs, but how do you protect yourself from the next financial holocaust that can happen? Learn a new skill set, because other than that, you are always going to be a victim of capitalism. And how do you become a victor? How do you learn the rules? You got to get information that you just don't have access to.